It is back to the bootleg corner, and this might be a short yet vicious one, as this movie has left me feeling like a shortage of brain cells is about to occur in my mind as I spend the last 45 minutes trying to get through a 2-hour movie. Megamind versus the Doom Syndicate. What have you done? I mean, what have you done? I got this movie solely based on the vibes from the last Megamind movie with Metro Man central to the plot, and thought, okay, this would be a similar movie and just as nice. I'm barely 2 minutes in, and it looks like this was made in the backyard of a dark alley rather than in the studio of a big production company. I do not know or think it's my eyes deceiving me or just nostalgia, but I do not remember the graphics of the last Megamind movie being this pasty, jumbled and downright laughable. It did not look or feel for 1 second like the same studio that made the last movie, so I did not know if they chased everyone away involved in the first movie and tried to create a knockoff version of it. Because I mean, what the hell is this? Apologies to everyone, but I couldn't even get some clips from the movie because I deleted it the moment I was done. So all I've got are stills and screenshots because I was that annoyed. After everything we saw in the first Megamind movie, how do you come back with this? As the sequel, the plot was basic as hell, zero complexity or tangible character development. This just looked like a slap and dash operation where they threw out anything and hoped no one would notice. The entire movie looked like an unfinished boardroom pitch rather than something that was worked on for release. It is crazy that I have to see something like this in 2024 because in between the movie, I had to check again the name of this movie online to be sure I was watching the right version. I even tried to get my 4-year-old nephew to watch it, and he couldn't stand it for 5 minutes before telling me to put on something else. The movie title says it was ranked under kids, family and comedy, but this certainly wasn't for kids, it wasn't for family, and it definitely wasn't funny. So everything about this movie was misleading right from the start. The tagline says kids, family, comedy, and none of these were applicable to what I just watched. Everything about this movie was slippery and shoddy as fuck. No room for planning, no room for comedy, certainly no room for family, because no one who saw this movie was interested in seeing it past the few minutes they could stomach. So I do not know who they made this movie for, not for the adult moviegoers and certainly not for kids. Seeing the general reaction to this movie confined my thoughts on this bust down, copy-paste, half-baked, undercooked, and generally nasty release of a movie. This doesn't even warrant a rating from me. The score is in negative decimals, so the production company owes us both an explanation and some points on the board, because I do not know how this went through multiple production stages up until release and it was all thumbs up all the way. I mean, seriously, no one thought to say this can't be right at any point. But then again, that's the big corporations for you, because the artists can only work on the approved models and storylines. But this was a big and gigantic no for me. Apologies again for the lack of clips from the movie to support the audio, but I could not be asked to clip anything from this diabolical rendition of one of our favorite villains. This is still the Bootleg Corner. Don't forget to subscribe, keep it locked in, and we'll be back.